Checking my levels here. How's that? That sounds pretty good. Okay, now if memory serves, I had just gotten a boat. I put a base at Life Pod 17. We need to go to the wrecked ship, and then we need to make a robot and go through a space warp. So it's going to be pretty sci-fi today, I guess. All right. Oh, the radio is calling me. Is this 13? 19, okay. And I might actually want to make a base. For which I will need some of that. Alright. Possibly. Let's not overthink this. We'll probably come back here. We're also going to find a bunch of stuff on the ship. So let's get another med kit and get on with it. Yeah, so one of the points of navigation that I'm still experimenting with is you have to go to the boat at some point after it explodes. You have to go get on the boat and seal the reactor core. Isn't that cool? I love that video games can do this now. I always think of these things as treasure chests. They're supply crates. Okay. Basically treasure chests. Mostly you find, I will also take some copper. Yeah, I think we're gonna try and after the boat, we'll head back to the Life Pod 3 area and go to the island, and we'll see how it goes. One of the ideas I had that I think might be more trouble than it's worth is to go back to turn off my headlights. Those guys like to beat up your vehicles if they find them at all objectionable. And I like to leave the sea moth there because there's always some leviathans down here, really close, waiting to swoop in and eat your vehicles. And we want to be too close. We want to be up here, right? Okay, so this area This is the longest time you spend out of the water is in this place. If you're just playing through the game the first time, you should have to come here twice, but since I have already memorized all of the door codes, we can just come here once. You just want to have the laser cutter before you come here. And the game kind of wants you to have the propulsion cannon, but you can work around it. Same with the fire extinguisher. There's fire in here, but you can, like, to get the first password, you need to go into administration. You need the fire extinguishers for that, but you don't need it to get down here. And there's stuff in the way that the game hints that you can get the propulsion cannon thing as a way to work around them, but you can also just climb them. 1454. I like to take a few reckless leaps in areas like this and then sometimes I get stuck inside of a box somehow. There we go. I also enjoy that. Sometimes you find, scans for the Cyclops in here. Alright, give me my repair tool. In this hallway is where you first encounter these little parasite creatures that like to nibble on you. Grab that depth module. Supply crate. And here, again, there's fire, but you can go around it. No problemo. And now we need the repair tool, and we're gonna contain this nuclear accident. 10 more. Nine more. This part is like the most dramatic, like almost action set piece in the whole game. But it's also one of the most predictable areas. So like, go away. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, from like a speed run perspective, that parasite was coming for me, and he got me. This is like one of the easiest parts of the game because all you have to do is come in here and repair this stuff, scan a computer, and if you already know the route to take and the door codes, it's very easy. But I'm always amused at this point by how this is like business as usual, sealing up a nuclear powered spaceship. One more? One more. Where's the last one? I'm looking for sparks. There. Nearly had to go up for air. Okay. Got it. Got it done. Oh. awkward getting up on that ledge. Okay. Alright, and now we're going to go to the crew quarters. Whoops. For this, we need the cutter. Whoops, that is not the right button. There we go. Closer. This is the most the most tense it can be to watch a thing on a clock in a computer tick up. But like my oxygen's going down. Some water, give me my thing back. Okay. That's it. Oh yes, I always forget there's a, you have to use the repair tool here. Okay, and in here, you don't want to leave this room without having scanned all of the prawn suit fragments, but it's, for some reason, it's awkward to scan them with all this other stuff that's in the way. It's like just awkward hit detection wise. So I have, when I was playing this game, I have left here thinking somehow I didn't get the prawn suit. But you can actually scan these things, it's just the angle is awkward. There we go. And we're going to grab that storage module, which comes in handy immediately, because you always leave this place with too much junk. And phone's ringing off the hook. Nutrient blocks. Okay, yeah, my inventory is full, but we need to drink some water. We need to eat some food. We need to restore some health. So, grab some of these nutrient blocks and water. How many batteries did I get? That's a lot of batteries. I probably don't need any more batteries. Okay. Nutrient blocks are extremely valuable objects. Where are you? Oh, it's my inventory's full again. Fine. Yeah, there's another battery. I could be like super efficient about this, but I'm just gonna check out of there, because what we really need to do is grab this thing. Get into the captain's quarters. Walk over that chair. There. That's how you get off the planet, is by making that thing. Okay. That is all we needed to do. There's some other junk you can get, but it's not important. Oh. I'm still trying to find the best way to action hero leap out of that, off of that balcony over the burning fire. The character in the game probably doesn't appreciate my sense of how much damage you can take in this area where you find all of these health packs. Oh, Cyclops engine fragment. It does kind of kill the realism of this scene when you figure out that all of the fires are just damage zones. Like they're very simple and video gamey. And if you just don't touch them, they won't hurt you. Okay, so we are done with that. Go back to the boat. Nice. Yeah, like it probably would be faster to park a little closer, but I'm not sure what the best spot is there. That is a bit far away, and this guy is bumping into it, so it's not even that safe. Okay. Next, we're not going to 12. We're going to where that big cloud is. That's 3. Okay. Yeah. One of the weirdest things about this game is the fact that you can't see the 2 islands from a distance. You know, they have to load in as you get close to them. And it definitely confused the heck out of me when I was playing this game for the first time. Am I going the right way? Okay. This area around the island is mostly safe, but there's some hazards. Oh, I do want to let's try making a base. The place you want to be is around the back. But like, this is... I still don't have a compass. Ryan North would be ashamed of me. Let me get out my builder and put a battery in it. Sure, why not? Let's make a base. That's kind of funky. Oh well. Don't care. Anyways, the question is, for this base I'm making now, should it be closer to... I need a quartz. Should it be closer to the alien base that gets you to the end game area? Or closer to whatever you want to build in I'm overthinking this. Put my normal mask back on. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Okay. So it is there. We need some quartz. Where are we going to get some quartz? Mushroom forest. Yeah. So yeah, it kind of depends on if you get enough material to start a base here, to already have to already have a base set up in this area. In which case you would probably put it closer to the sneaky bastard. Closer to Life Pod 3. Because the thing is, you really want to have. Oh, I should be looking for enzyme ingredients as well. Because you really want to be able to like poke your head out the warp from the deepest place in the game and just grab all of the stuff that you need to finish that whole quest. Did I need more titanium? I'm not going to complain about copper, although for the first time this game I actually wanted it to be titanium. Hey, I can take a hint. I haven't been in here yet, have I? Had to do some math there. Like, am I going to be able to get in and out of there in time? And I decided, no, I should probably go get my boat, even though it's kind of suboptimal, but whatever. I think I have enough. Oh, there's something. Bioreactor? Bioreactor. Already got that. Okay, anyways. As I was saying, that's probably all the stuff I was looking for. But I could poke in here. Sometimes you can find moon pool fragments here, I think. Which is something we need. Is that a moon pool fragment? No, these are some stuff. Yeah, well, we'll take a look. We are interested in the immediate future in the moon pool blueprints and the vehicle upgrade console, which we'll find at 19. And another one of the big questions of my route is whether I want to keep on when I want to fit that into the run. Lightweight high capacity tank. Don't really need that. I've got battery charger. I've got, that's a laser cutter. I think inventory's full. Okay. Get my flashlight. We can get, yeah. Okay, we got upgrade console. That is fine. Drink some water. I've got, that's vehicle upgrade. I've got that. More water. That's fine. Let's get out of here. Anything else here? Not really. Looked like there was a propulsion gun thing. Okay, so that was worthwhile. And our inventory is full, so let's go back to LifePod 3 area. There's quite a lot of stuff in the vicinity of LifePod 3. You could spend a whole lot of time just going back and forth between those points. I feel like I'm still learning the path from LifePod 3 to the island. It's an important thing to know because, like I was saying before, you can't see the mountains from a distance, which is like nonsense, and I'm kind of shocked that they don't. Like I just in my head, I'm like I've cannoned it away to be there's like a cloaking device because there's alien stuff going on, so why not? You know, just make a reason why I can't see your island from the same distance that I can see a crashed ship. That's a diamond. That's a freaking diamond. I'm actually gonna have lots of diamonds soon. Probably that does remind me though that I should. Oh, we want to finish making the thing. Yes. Okay. Getting distracted. But it should be around here, right? Where did I put that thing? This is why I need to decide. I need to figure out what my plan is here because I keep on being like, oh, I'm going to put this base here. That might still be too random. Like I put it a little closer. Oh. Just as the sun's going down.
Power restored. All primary systems
table
online.
coral. Did I leave that in the... yeah, and we want to get... we want to get table coral. Table coral. Sure enough. That was all I needed, right? Grab the other stuff. Don't leave that here. Whatever. Decide. Decide when I get there. Finish you. Leave that here. Leave that there. Leave a random battery. Leave a random flare. I'm still thinking through, like, at what point do I need to be carrying, you know, a bunch of titanium or something. I don't have any beacons. I don't think I ever got another scan for beacons, did I? Hold on. That is a good question. Just need one of those, one of those. Dang. Okay. Well, anyways. I would like to procure from the caves this jungle area, I would like to procure an eye stalk plant and maybe a sea crown. That's easier to find later. This is not where we want to be, though. Never mind. Hello. I got a couple of stalker teeth earlier. I should figure out how many you need. I'm looking for a particular cliff to not crash into. Now this is taking me back out here again, right? Yeah. Now it's going to take me like, watch, it's going to take me like half an hour to figure out where this, oh, no, haha. There's some eye stalks. Chunk. And next question. Can I grab some nearby sea crown, or is that... The last time I played this, I found... I was like, oh, you can just grab these now and leave them here. For later, when you want to synthesize a alien cure for a thing, disease thing. But if that turns out to be harder to find, that's not that important. Because you can find the sea crown like right at the area where you need it. So I just thought I would check if there was some here. It would just save like a minor step, but getting the eye stalk there seems efficient. Where are we going? Back to 3. The area right around Life Pod 3 is really interesting. It's fun to explore. This is not necessarily the direction I want to go. Yes. Because I don't have a freaking compass. I probably could have made one just now. Well, I'll see when I get back to the island. Am I going the right way? This is the right way. Yes. Okay. But see, like, I'm this close and it's still like not materializing, this island. It's definitely the goofiest, like jankiest thing about this game, that you have to be this close. Going with the invisible force field theory. That's more fun. Now then, can I just make a freaking compass? Don't I have a... I thought I already had a wiring kit. Do I have a wiring kit in here? Nope. Maybe I left it back at the thing. Well, we can make copper wire. And then we're going to go to the island. Yeah, 1 silver. And we're going to leave that there. Put those away. And make some wire. One day I will be able to tell the direction north. I will feel so empowered by that. Okay. Put that stuff in there. We're gonna go. We're gonna take care of both islands, and I'm not sure if doing them this way. I'm gonna warp to the other one because there's a warp between the islands, and I'm honestly not sure if it's that great of a stunt. It's just something that I've been doing to see if it has any like strategic use. The thing is, you end up having to explore the other island without your boat there, which is a lot more hazardous. Where's the thingy? There's the thingy. This is too far though, isn't it? No, it's underneath this. There's a purple key down here. Yep. Purple key. Vroom. Let's leave the boat here, and then I'll come out this way. And that will be cute. Maybe. I think we have some magnetite back at home base already, but wouldn't hurt to grab a little bit. We're gonna need Cyclops engine fragments, so that's convenient. There's a bunch of stuff. There's a whole wreck down nearby this island, but it is so risky to explore down there. Get the scan. I think you can scan any purple key, but you need to get that scan so that you can make keys later. Okay, this is the quarantine enforcement gun. I think of this as Q Island because it's quarantine enforcement base or something like that. Which means if you come here, they shoot down your ship so you can't leave and spread the plague. So yeah, the goal of the game is to cure the plague, and then the machine will notice that you've cured the plague and will be like, oh, you can leave now. Did I already get... Oh. I'm really just here for the cubes. Got a couple of keys and a couple of cubes. Take the elevator. There's a whole area in here that we don't need to explore right now because we'll come back later, having already solved the quarantine thing. But yeah, now we've got some cubes and keys. We're gonna go to the other island. The other island has the best food and water source. And it has the scans for the for stuff that's important. You don't need to. Something's biting me. I'll explain later. Where am I going? I'm going up the thing. Oops. That was not what I wanted to do. I was going to come back up here. I could have just come up here the one time. Assuming I come up that side of the island. The back side of this island is a really dangerous place to bring your prawn suit because it can fall into the abyss. So in here we're gonna find stuff like lithium and shale. Lithium. We're gonna need lithium to make plasteel ingots. Alright. Some more lithium. Not that way right now. Yeah, there's just a nice little like stock up area of lithium and potentially diamonds down here. So here we need to insert an ion cube. That makes the warp to the other island where we can get all the scans that we need from there and dive down to 19. But what I'm thinking is it probably doesn't make that much sense to go to 19. Well, I guess it depends on if we need the moon pool before then. We still don't have the moon pool scan, which is like one of the main reasons to go to that spot. But we also want to go there to get rubies and other stuff that's good. Other stuff. I forget what it's called. It's like a little mushroom thing. It's like a gel sack, I think is what it is. Okay. I have been trying different ways of navigating this mountain. So if you go this way around, you can see I want to get up to the... Turn off my flashlight. Oh, here it is. Yeah, okay. Use this land bridge to get over here and climb up this mountain. This is the floating island. When I mark it on a map, I usually just put F for float and Q for the quarantine enforcement island. So sometimes I think about this as like point F. Okay. Small marble melon. Chinese potato. Mom. I want the bigger... I'm going to eat that one. But I want to scan. I need the blueprints to make a pot. We don't need the observatory. We almost certainly won't need the bulkhead. That one... Sometimes I still scan that one. And you don't end up using the bulkhead unless you've made a mistake. So... All right, I am going to scan the multi-purpose room, which is not something I always end up using. You need it for alternative power supplies. If you can't do solar, if you can't do solar or thermal, you need a multi-purpose room to house the machine, the power plant. Okay, and I cut one of these guys. Ah. And eat the other one. Oh, one of those was a small one. Okay. Marble melon seeds. Bringing some marble melon seeds gives you a very basic sort of life support system, but it means you don't have to make a water purifier, which is a drain on both resources and power. Like it's like the main practical reason I ever end up having to make more power supplies for a base is because I'm trying to purify the water. So yeah, it's just easier in terms of how much stuff you need to carry. A few of these seeds and the scans for a pot. It's pretty easy. I already did this one. Because I'm so efficient at this. I don't think I need to go. I've already got the, yeah, I don't think I need to go to the other one. So we're gonna go back to the caves over there. It's a lot easier to work your way downhill in this game. Going uphill is more interesting. Okay, now is this, am I on the right side of the, oh, also there's more, yeah. There's another place where you can get some of these guys. The large ones are like the best source of combined food and water in the game. Exterior grow, I'm not going to use an exterior grow bed. Yeah. Go. I'm fighting with the mountain. Okay, now flashlight. I am looking for the cave. Did I already go past? Okay, well here's the water, so it's got to be down here. Okay. Sploosh. Yeah, point 19 is like, yeah, right there. But it's pretty risky to dive for it because we need to go. It's quite deep, so you end up having to really ration your air, and that kind of defeats the point of being able to do it quickly. So I think it's probably not worth diving to 19. It's right here, right? Yeah. Got turned around in my head. I'm sure I went right past it earlier. I don't always make this, but it's... Oh, yeah, see. Oof. Took some damage. If you go at the right angle, you can hop like right on top of the portal, and that counts as going through it. And it looks stylish, so I try and go for it, but just end up minor injuring myself. Okay, so what? I should use a. The spiders would stop biting me for a second. Use my first aid kit. And I'm going to go down through the caves because you find diamond and lithium and stuff down here. Yeah, so I'm trying out coming this way and not going because diving to 19, I felt like that made so much sense, but it's also, it's early in the game to have enough good gear to make it an expedition that you can just do without a support vehicle or a makeshift base. It's like it just ends up being this folly mission. I don't know what I'm trying to say. This is not the side I like to come out of that cave, but sure. I still get lost in these caves. There's another purple key down here somewhere that I don't always come across. It seems like anytime I plan on being able to find something in these caves, I just have the worst time navigating them. But there is a key down here. I think that might be it over here. No? No, just purple stuff. Oh well. I also need to figure out where exactly the exits are from this cave. Because sometimes you're outside of the island and you would like to be inside of it. Like at very short notice because you're being chased by a sea monster. So, yeah, so where am I right now in relation to the island? Ooh. Gel sack. Did I also see, yes, coral. Park here and get some air. And so the sea moth is there. There's another one of those guys. Oh, there's a warper. Warpers are annoying. That's what they do. They annoy you. That cave was related in relation to the island. That cave was okay, kind of in the front as you come around to the enforcement platform. I'm trying to remember that. All right. Now, I think we're consolidating our stuff. Because the next thing, I need to set up my my shopping list. Where? There it is. What has it got in its storage? Stuff. Okay. That's good. We do not need that. Oh my goodness. What? Where? Uh, my brain is full and my inventory is too. Time to make another locker. Okay. So, compass would be nice, but the prawn suit is the next objective. And 19. We want to go to 19. I'll put that on even though I can't make it yet. Okay. So, we need like 4 lithium. Keep the diamonds. We'll need 2 of them for sure. We'll need some lead. Don't have any, that's fine. We're gonna need 1 glass. Glass. I said 4 lithium, I think. I don't need gold right now for anything. I need to make aerogel. Another diamond. Let's take that. And that. That. And let's head back to the boat. And then 19. Sure. Looks good. I think part of what makes this interesting is that I'm still, like, I'm formulating a pretty, linear path, but the game just throws curveballs at you, and then you end up having to reorganize all of your plans. Okay. Gonna hit home base, and then 17, and then 19, or we could probably just do 19. Yeah, 19 and then 17. Do we need water? We've got a little bit of water. Oh, I should have left a plant. I should have left a one of those seeds. Oh, well. I'm gonna need those. I'm gonna need those. Plasteel ingot. Plasteel ingot. Here's the glass. You're gonna need that at some point. We've got lead. Yeah, so that's all except for the. Ooh, should I take the mobile vehicle bay? I'm gonna take the mobile vehicle bay. Also, compass. Finally. What's next? Can we pick up the... Inventory's full. I am making up plans on the fly. That should work. Now, should we take... $17 is 500. Yeah, let's go. Let's go by 17 and leave the vehicle bay at 17. We'll plan on doing our final build here at 17. It's a convenient location for gathering resources. And while it isn't... Oh, get the thing out. It isn't like really close to a warp. It is like it's not super far away, at least. The one over in the 13 area. Okay. We can leave those, just so I know for the future. I have further, I have gel sacks already. And now we're gonna hit 19, and we're gonna get some rubies. That's 12. There you are. 19, Keen's Point, I call it, for fairly obvious reasons. It always makes me think that the area around Keen's Point makes me think about the early times when I played the game, when I would just have an outpost out here and I really wouldn't understand where anything was in relation to anything else. There's a weird kind of nostalgia for what I imagined the world of this game looked like before I had explored it fully enough to know where, you know, one area neighbors another. So yeah, this is 200 meters down. This is the place that I have been trying to dive here without the sea moth. And it just is a risky dive, and you end up having to do it multiple times. I've not noticed any moon pool fragments thus far. I'll take a look around. That's what I really... There. These little knobby things, that's a moon pool fragment. Okay, just need another one of those. Don't need the torpedo arm. noise outside. Moonpool fragments. Oh, I thought I saw something there. Not the most fun place to navigate. Oh, that's thermal plant. I do need that as well. Yeah, mustn't forget that. That is like, that makes this an important place to stop because you can get both of those things, those scans taken care of. Oh. There's our moonpool fragment next to another one, which doesn't help me particularly, but oh well. Oh, and there's a power cell charger. I usually don't end up making a power cell charger. But it's not like super out of the question. Can I find some rubies as I work my way out of here? Where did I put my boat? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I might be about to die. Oh, oh no. I died. Game over. All right. Well, that was a short life, but we'll try this again at some point. Okay, well, can let go of that set of plans in my brain. Yeah, so after that, I would have made I was ready to go and everything. Made the prawn suit and set up for the moon pool, the vehicle upgrade, get the scans for the drill arm from the dunes area, which is a risky play, but you can do it pretty quickly. Usually, if you're lucky. And then the Lost River, all of that stuff get set up in the Lost River, drilling, mining, getting resources. Then once I get the first prawn suit depth module, and I'm not sure if it's feasible to like if I had a more solid plan, maybe I could shortcut and not bother getting that first module at that point. But that's what I'm doing at this right now, anyways. Is I build up, I get the first prawn suit depth module, and then dive well past that depth, so into the region where you start taking damage, and I go all the way down to basically down to the 2 alien bases to open the gates, and exit. Do what I need to do there. Exit the alien base through the last portal, which takes me back to the quarantine island, and from there I can dive to the base that I set up earlier, where I had already gathered 1 or 2 enzyme ingredients, and then I take them to resolve the storyline, and then I just need to build the Cyclops and the big thing, the rocket platform. And yeah, so well, maybe maybe next time I will not get lost in a cave and forget where I left my vehicle, and maybe we'll make it to the Lost River and jumping around in a robot. But until then, I have been your mellow dive buddy or something. Yeah.